Did you know that 42.9 million Americans owe a total of $1.57 trillion dollars in student loans? All of us are obviously in college. We know that finding a way to pay for college might have been a challenge for most of us. Here, some of us might be receiving financial aid and some might be using student loans as a way to pay for college. Today, I'm going to be discussing why college should be free. Now, I know that's a pretty out there statement, but I think that we should all be advocating for this. If college was free of charge, it would boost our economy. Everyone would have an equal opportunity to get a good education, and we would have students more focused and engaged in learning, which would ultimately lead to an advanced society. Higher education being free would result in the boost of our economy. There are many reasons for this, but the first is the amount of student loan debt Americans are in. Melanie Hansen from the Education Data Initiative stated that 43.2 million student borrowers are in debt by an average of $39,351 each. This is extremely important to our economy because it stops Americans from buying things that they want and forces them to only purchase necessities. Since student loan debt grows each year, this is a never-ending cycle of growing expenses for people with student loans. If more Americans were able to spend more money on a regular basis, and if there was, then there would be an increase in spending, then we will have a more demand for items, which will lead to more jobs in the workforce. The most important things for Americans are freedom, liberty, and equality. With that being said, college being free would result in more equality for all Americans. If college were free for everyone, everyone would have access to higher education, including low-income students. Since the price of college is rapidly growing currently, many people are not able to attend college since they don't have the funds. Student loans have been the answer for many students in the past, but these students have growing student loan debt and they cannot seem to get out of it. Low-income students are being forced into debt for a change for a better life for themselves. Does that sound like equality? According to Derek Thompson, some of the poorest high school scholars in the country are also among our top performers. These low-income, high-achieving students come from the poorest 25% of families, but their grades and SAT scores place them in the top 10% or even top 5% of all students. Considering this information about low income students, it is not fair that the people that value education the most will most likely never get the chance to receive a higher education because of their family's income that they were born into. Everyone here might have heard the saying, C's get degrees. You might hear this when you hear somebody complaining about a bad grade, doesn't want to do an assignment, or is just simply unmotivated in school. Now, there are many reasons that students become unmotivated to do their schoolwork, but the main reason is financial stress. An average college student is stressed about affording housing and tuition all while working. Where do we fit the actual schoolwork in? Paying for college has become a huge issue when considering the concentration and stress level of most students. With students more engaged in the material they are learning, we can ultimately enhance society. An article published by Ed Reformer states, when people receive a higher education, they can not only solve problems better, but they can solve problems faster and understand more. Think of all the things that we might have not had it not been for higher education. Some might not agree that free college is a good idea. This is because they believe that college education is an investment, which is this is true. There are many flaws to this, but there have been many flaws to this statement. Jessica Dickler from CNBC writes, roughly 16% of high school grads earn more than half of the workers with a bachelor's degree. And according to the report by Georgetown University Center on Education and Workforce, likely 28% of workers with an associate's degree earn more than half of the workers with a bachelor's degree. And 36% of workers with a bachelor's degree earn more than half of the workers with a master's degree. While it is true that getting a college degree can benefit your overall income, it is not a guarantee. Due to the fact that free college would boost our economy in America, give everyone an equal chance at receiving a higher education, and enhance society by having more engaged students, we should all be advocating for free college. You can do this by learning more about the topic by Reading more on the website titled Campaign for Free College Tuition. They suggest we all become an advocate for free college tuition on social media and find friends to join the cause as well. Thank you.